A jack of all trades is a master of none. And this is something that over the last couple of weeks I've been conversing with one of my clients in particular about this, because he is very successful, he's established, and he's around a lot of successful people. And he's been trying to make the connection between why it is that the people he's around are so similar to him and very similar businesses to his, yet they're doing 10 times the revenue. And upon reflecting on this and speaking with me about this, he's come to the conclusion that it's not that they're doing anything too particularly different, they're just doing less and they're focusing more on mastering one thing and just doing that the best and being known for that one thing. And it's like, if you're looking to get something done right, you're always willing to pay more money for someone that you perceive as somebody who's going to do the best job. Like, this is why you have specialists within like law. This is why you have specialists when you go to a doctor. Are you going to trust, you know, a GP or like a normal doctor who sort of is a generalist, they know a little about a lot within like medicine? Or are you going to trust a brain surgeon to do surgery on your brain? Are you going to trust the surgeon, or are you going to trust the doctor? You're going to trust the surgeon because they are a specialist at that one thing. Why are you laughing? So as I was saying before I got rudely interrupted by my cameraman giggling because he's got a nervous laugh.
Cameraman?
Yeah.
Business partner.
Business partner, cameraman currently. He's always had a nervous laugh, and the reason why he's laughed is because we've done about 1 billion takes of trying to record this YouTube video, and I've been struggling to come up with an actual good analogy. And the one time I'm doing really well, he's just thinking, don't laugh, don't laugh, don't laugh, and as a result he's laughing. Anyway, as I was saying, you need to dominate your space with one thing that stands you out from everybody else. And this just comes down to focus. It comes down to your ability to say no to other things, no matter how shiny they seem to be. Over the last couple of years, I have jumped ship from business model to business model. I've tried a bit of this, tried a bit of that. When I've had a business that's service-based, I've changed my offer countless times. I've changed my ideal client profile countless times. I've made things more complex than they needed to be. I've tried to solve every single problem when I hadn't even mastered solving the most painful core problem for my client profile. And I think it's something that you sort of need to just go through that pain of just enduring that and then reflecting on it and realizing that you've just wasted a lot of time by fanning about with lots of different ideas instead of just sticking to one thing. And that comes down to discipline, sticking to one thing and becoming so good at it that you can then afford, and you have the capability to then also solve other problems for that ideal client within that market. And this year especially, like with my own business, we have really focused more on solving one core problem. We've focused more on one ICP, one ideal client profile, and we sort of know through that painful experience of basically wasting time, because we're trying to diversify and we're trying to build a mega business when we haven't at that time even been able to establish a simple functioning business. And it's the same for if you're below 10k a month, if you're between 10 and 50k a month, you're still operating in a relatively small business when it comes to like your entire market. I like this sort of analogy that Alex Hormozi said about once. When it comes to focus and when it comes to the attention that you have, which is a very limited resource every 24 hours, if you look at, just for example, you have yourself and you have a competitor, and in front of both of you, you have 5 cups, 5 glasses. And over here, you basically have yourself who's trying to do a bit of everything, and you're pouring a little bit of your one jug of water into every glass, into all of the 5 glasses. And so you never actually fill one of the glasses all the way. And then you have your competitor over here who again has 5 glasses and the same amount of water in his jug, but he pours almost all of it into one glass. And that area is what he will excel at, while you remain average because you've split your attention and your focus across all of the different things instead of just focusing on one. And it's literally true. Like, I've suffered from it. I think a lot of people suffer from it. My client brought it up the other day and I've just been thinking about it recently because we've had multiple discussions about this. And it's very valuable for if you're trying to really break through in your market. So focus on one thing, become a master at your trade. Don't be a jack of all trades, because you'll be a master of none, and people will just not perceive you as valuable as somebody who is the best at that one thing. So thank you, and hope you've taken something from this video.